Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be doing a book haul, so I'm just going to share some of the books that I've gotten recently to review on Chicklet Plus. I only have like 6 or 7 this month, so not as many as I would normally have, but with the holidays coming up, we don't post anything on Chicklet Plus on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and then just kind of that whole week of Christmas is a very lighter schedule. It's just because I'm usually traveling and, you know, people hopefully are not on the computers as much and we're spending time with family and all that good stuff. But yeah, if you would like to see a few of the books that I have recently gotten and what I will be reading in the next coming weeks, please keep watching. Okay, so the first one I have is You'll Find Me in Manhattan, and this is by Jill Knapp. It is a part of the series. Book 1 is What Happens to Men When They Move to Manhattan, and book 2 is We've Always Got New York. Now I'm pretty sure I'm the one that read and reviewed We've Always Got New York on Chicklet Plus, so when Jill contacted us about reviewing You'll Find Me in Manhattan, I wanted to read it myself. So I'm looking forward to reading it. I love books set in New York City. It's just so like, I don't know, something about books set in New York I just think is like
so Chicklet. You know what I mean?
From Amazon it says, this is the third and final book in Jill Knapp's series about love and romance in New York City, and we follow Amelia Hastings as she dates her way around the city that never sleeps. Next one is The Body and the Landscape, and this is by Larissa Reinhart, and this is actually book 5 in the Cherry Tucker series, and I have read, I'm fairly positive without looking, I've read every single book because I love Larissa and her writing. I love Cherry Tucker. I think that you guys need to read this series if you like a little bit of mystery in your books. So to give you an idea, the books are, I mean, they are labeled mystery, but they're not like, they're the mystery that I like, where if you have been around my channel for a little bit, you'll know that I don't really like a lot of scary horror, something that's going to like keep me up at night, something that's going to keep me afraid when my house creaks. Like, that's not the kind that I like, and that is that way with the Cherry Tucker series. There's humor in them, and there's always a good mystery to them. Like several of the books, I have not been able to figure out the mystery, but you try to, and I truly love Cherry Tucker as a character. She is hysterical. From Amazon, it says, when Cherry Tucker's invited to paint the kill portrait for the winner of Big Rack Lodge's Hogzilla Hunt, it seems like a paid vacation. Back home in Halo, a Hatfield-McCoy-style standoff builds between Luke and Cherry's families. She's ready for a weekend away, hobnobbing with rich and famous hunters where she can forget her troubles and nobody knows her name. So I really do recommend reading the series and probably starting from book 1, just honestly because I love the series so much, but then it really will help as the series goes along if you've already become like invested and you know the characters. So yeah, this is a series that I recommend. Is Love Him or List Him, and this is by Aprille Thomas. This is also another book in a series. It is a part of the Sunday Afternoon series, and it is book 2. Book 1 is When a Spade Isn't a Spade. That one I do not believe that I read and reviewed, but I love the way Love Him or List Him sounded. I love the cover. I love the title. I was all about it. So I decided to pick this one up, and it says, what if one day, in one evening, all your shocking secrets came to light? As an up-and-coming real estate agent at one of Barbados' well-established firms, Jolene Osborne spends her days helping people find their perfect match, and she's found hers in Brian, Raffi, and Nash. Well, would you look at that? Sounds like something I'm going to enjoy. A chicklet all the way. And set in Barbados. Okay. The next one that I have is The Widow, and this is by Fiona Barton. This was offered to us from Penguin Group, and this one was one that normally I would probably pass along to my review team because it's not like chicklet romance, it's not on the lighter side, but something about reading the blurb just kind of hooked me in, and every once in a while I do want to read something out of my comfort zone because I just think it keeps life interesting. I mean, if I only read the same types of books over and over again, I don't know if it would get boring or not because I don't really do that. Every once in a while, I throw like a wild card into my reading list, and this one is definitely going to be my wild card. It also, I think, really helps too as a writer to read all these different genres, to see all these different writers' voices and author voices and how they write, their writing style. Is The Widow by Fiona Barton. It says, for fans of Gone Girl and The Girl on the Train, it's an electrifying thriller that will take you into the dark spaces that exist between a husband and wife. So if you can probably tell, that is a little bit out of my comfort zone. I actually have not read Gone Girl and The Girl on the Train. I will say I don't read for pleasure, and that might sound strange, but what I mean by that is that I don't read anything outside of what I'm reviewing for Chick Lit Plus or queries that I'm reading for Marching Ink. I simply just don't have the time. Our review schedule is always so busy. My review schedule is always just so packed that I can't pick up books just for the fun of it and be able to read them. And so a lot of times, like, people ask me, like, have you read The Hunger Games? No. Have you read 50 Shades of Grey? No. Unless it's being asked to my little book blog, I'm not reading them. And so when I say, like, I don't read for pleasure, that's what I mean, because to me, I mean, reading is my happy space. This is why I started a book blog, so to clear the air there. But no, I have not read or seen the movie. I know Gone Girl is a movie. I don't know about The Girl on the Train. Have not read those. And then just from that, like, electrifying thriller, I'm like, ooh, I'm probably gonna have to read this when my husband's in the house, so I'm not as scared. But it says, when the police started asking questions, Jean Taylor turned into a different woman, one who enabled her and her husband to carry on when more bad things began to happen. But that woman's husband died last week, and Jean doesn't have to be her anymore. I'm already getting scared just reading this. There's a lot Jean hasn't said over the years about the crime her husband was suspected of committing. She was too busy being the perfect wife, standing by her man while living with the accusing glares and the anonymous harassment. Now there's no reason to stay quiet. There are people who want to hear her story. They want to know what it was like living with that man. She can tell them that there were secrets. There always are in a marriage. The truth, that's all anyone wants. But the one lesson Jean has learned in the past few years is that she can't make people believe anything. Holy crap. Okay, so that's why I read the synopsis when this was offered at Chick Lit Plus, that I was like, I'll read it because, yes, that's out of my comfort zone, but holy Toledo. I was only going to read you a short bit of that synopsis like I usually do in these book haul videos, and I was like, no, you guys, you have to hear this whole thing. So that is The Widow by Fiona Barton. I will be sure to give you my thoughts. The next one that I have is Wild Games, and this is by Mila Rossi. I hope I'm saying that right. I actually just got this one today as I'm filming this video. It just came in this morning, so I'm pretty excited about it. The cover, I'm not sure, like, drove me wild, but we'll see how it goes. Of course, we don't judge a book by its cover. That's not what we do. But it says, despite warnings of annoying mosquitoes and beastly spiders, Becca Glover couldn't be more excited about her expedition to Costa Rica. Rooming with Matt Ritter, however, is an inconvenience she doesn't see coming. He wields a machete, shaves with a knife, and needs to wear a decent amount of clothes to cover the muscles she can't stop laughing at. And then the last paragraph says, hot temperatures, wild animals, and a shared treehouse are just the beginning of Becca and Matt's obstacles. The real challenge lies in surviving each other. So that does sound pretty good. I feel like I probably will enjoy this book. So again, that was Wild Games by Mila Rossi. The last one I have to share is The Juggling Act, and this is by Carol Maloney Scott. I got this with CLP Blog Tours. I got several of these books from CLP Blog Tours. If you don't know, I do run a blog tour company. If you're a book blogger, check the description for the link below to CLP Blog Tours. You can sign up to be a book blogger with us, or if you just love reading, we often have review opportunities for non-book bloggers, and all you need to do is post your review on Amazon and you get a free review copy in exchange for that review. So if you just love reading, go ahead, check the description box, click on CLP Blog Tours. There'll be forms in there to sign up. Or if you're an author and you're looking for more marketing for your book, you want to get more exposure on social media or more book reviews, I hope you will check us out. But this is The Juggling Act. This is book 3 in the Rom-Com on the Edge series. The first one is There Are No Men, and the second one is Afraid of Her Shadow. Now, we have had both books on Chick Lit Plus. I read and reviewed the second one, Afraid of Her Shadow, and another reviewer reviewed the first one. And then when Carol came to us with Afraid of Her Shadow, I don't know why, but I was like, I want to read this one, even though I had a reviewer who I'm sure probably would have read it because she read book 1. But I was like, I'm gonna take this one. And so then when The Juggling Act came out, I was like, I'm gonna take that one too, because I had a really good time with Afraid of Her Shadow. I really love The Juggling Act's cover. I'm really attracted to that like light purple that's in there, and then the gold, liked that. So from Amazon it says, Now that her dating days are finally behind her, Claire is enjoying a blissful life with her new husband and baby boy. Gone are the drunken nights in impractical shoes and internet dates with men who lose their hair and their pants. And let's see. All these books are standalones, so that's why it didn't really bother me to read the second one when I hadn't read the first, because Carol makes sure to point out that these can be read as standalones, but they all, you know, kind of feature the same people, but you won't be lost if you read out of order. So to keep going, it says, unfortunately, she's discovering that life as a married, working mom isn't turning out to be the perfect happily ever after she dreamed about. She adores her little boy, but her husband's behavior is about to make him eligible for the Most Disappointing Spouse of the Year award. So if you can tell from the synopsis, there is a lot of humor in these books. Afraid of Her Shadow, I don't know, when I read, when I saw the title, I maybe wasn't thinking so much comedy was going to be in it, but there is. It's really funny. If you guys like funny books, you like romantic comedies, this is definitely a series to check out, and I'm looking forward to reading. So that is my latest book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the books that I have coming up on my reading list. Please do give this video a thumbs up so I know if you do like these kind of videos. Otherwise, I really have no idea what you guys are liking to see me post. So please do give it a thumbs up if you do like it. I hope some of the books looks interesting to you. If you guys are going to pick any of them up, or you have already picked some of them up and they happen to be in your TBR, please do comment below and let me know. I would love to hear what you are reading and what you have coming up. I don't think I have much else left to say besides Marching Ink did recently just do the cover reveal for our next novel that we're putting out. Marching Ink is the publishing company that I own. January 27th, we're releasing our next novel. It is called Going for Two. It is by Laura Chapman. I will put the cover in here so you guys can see it. This is part of a series. It is her Queen of the League series. First and Goal came out a few months ago, and basically, if you guys like football, I'm a huge football fan. If you guys follow me anywhere, you know I'm diehard for Green Bay. But basically, it's like a girl who joins her fantasy football league at her work because she has moved. She's trying to get to know people. She works at a car dealership, so it's with a lot of guys. So she gets to join their fantasy football league to try to like make some new friends. And of course there's like romance involved and all that good stuff. So we meet her and everyone in First and Goal, and now the series continues with Going for Two. I don't want to spoil anything in case you haven't read First and Goal, so I'm not going to say too much about the book. I want you guys to be able to see it for yourself. But we did just reveal the cover this week, and the book is also available for pre-order on both Amazon and Kobo. I will have the links to both of those below if you guys do want to pre-order it. It does go on sale January 27th. I'm so excited for this book. I absolutely love Laura. I love her books. I love being able to work with her. She's such a passionate author, and it's wonderful to be able to work with someone like that every single day, because we talk every single day. Laura also is a big Green Bay fan, so we often chat with each other during games, and some of our conversations crack me up because the game, who else watched the game with the Packers and the Lions and the Hail Mary, and oh my god, that was the most insane thing I've ever seen. And I remember immediately like Facebook messaging Laura and said something totally completely inappropriate, just like the first thing that went into my mind. I said it to her, and then I'm like, I hope she doesn't mind that I said that, because that was a lot of foul language, and I'm normally not a foul language girl in my professional setting. And so that was kind of funny, but I don't think she minded with her response back. But it's so awesome to be able to connect with people like that. It's, you know, it makes my job so much more wonderful. So, but anyways, I could go on forever about Laura, Going for Two, Marching Ink, etc. But just check the description box below. I hope this sounds like something that you want to read, because I am very excited for this book to release in January. But I think that is all I have left to say for now. Please do give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe before you go, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys.